If you're seeing this right now, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath, because this is not random, and it is not an accident. Something brought you here, something greater than chance. God does not interrupt lives without a reason. You may have clicked on this video out of curiosity, boredom, or even doubt. But deep inside, your spirit already knows this moment matters. You didn't find this message. This message found you. God sees what no one else sees. He sees the silent battles you fight, the prayers you whispered when no one was listening, the nights you cried quietly, wondering if anything would ever change. And today, God wants you to know this clearly. Your season is shifting. You may feel stuck right now, trapped in a cycle that keeps repeating. Maybe you have been doing everything right, yet nothing seems to move forward. Doors stay closed, answers feel delayed, hope feels heavy. But here is the truth many people don't realize: delay is not denial. Sometimes God pauses the process not to punish you, but to prepare you. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are being positioned. God changes lives in moments, but He prepares hearts over time. Think about it. Some of the biggest transformations don't start with loud miracles. They begin quietly, with a nudge, a sign, a message like this. Right now, God is asking you to listen not with fear, but with trust. Because the change coming into your life will not look the way you expected. It may arrive disguised as an ending, a separation, a redirection, something leaving so something greater can enter. That's why this season may feel uncomfortable. Growth always is. You may feel like things are falling apart, but in reality, they are falling into place. God removes what no longer aligns with your future. He breaks patterns that keep you small. He closes chapters that you were never meant to stay in. And yes, it can hurt. Change often does. But pain does not mean punishment. Sometimes pain means promotion. God is about to change how you see yourself, how you see your worth, how you see your purpose. You have survived things that should have broken you, and that survival was not meaningless. Every tear, every delay, every unanswered prayer has been shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more prepared than you realize. And now you are standing at the edge of something new. You may not see the full picture yet, but God does. That's why He's asking you to hold on just a little longer, to trust just a little deeper, to believe even when logic says otherwise. Because what's coming will make sense of what's been confusing. What's coming will heal what's been hurting. What's coming will change your life, not just externally, but internally. This is not hype. This is not false hope. This is a reminder that God is faithful, even when circumstances say otherwise. So don't scroll away. Don't ignore this moment, because this message is not meant for everyone. It is meant for you. And this is only the beginning. The beginning has been set, but now God wants you to understand why this change is happening and what He has been preparing behind the scenes. For a long time, you may have felt like nothing was moving, like your prayers were stuck in silence. But silence does not mean absence. Often, it means God is working in ways you cannot yet see. God rarely changes a life all at once. First, He changes the foundation. Before He blesses your hands, He strengthens your heart. Before He opens doors, He reshapes your mindset. Before He elevates you, He teaches you how to stand firm. That is why this season may have felt heavy. You are being taught patience, discernment, emotional strength, the ability to walk by faith instead of fear. Some lessons cannot be learned in comfort. You may wonder why certain people drifted away from your life, why connections ended without closure, why things you once depended on suddenly disappeared. But understand this: God removes distractions before He releases direction. Not everyone who walks with you can go where God is taking you. Some people were part of a chapter, not the entire story. Their exit was not betrayal, it was alignment. God is protecting you from paths that would delay your destiny. Right now, your life is being repositioned. What looks like loss is actually preparation. What feels like isolation is actually refinement. God often separates before He elevates. Even Jesus spent time alone before stepping fully into His purpose. If you feel alone right now, it doesn't mean God has left. It means He is drawing you closer. This is the phase where your faith grows roots. God is also teaching you to trust His timing. You may want immediate answers, immediate results, immediate relief. But God sees the full picture every step, every consequence, every outcome. What you are asking for is good, but what God is preparing is better. Sometimes God delays what we want so He can give us what we need. And here is something important you must hear today. You are not being tested to fail. You are being trained to rise. Every obstacle you've faced has strengthened your discernment. Every disappointment has sharpened your wisdom. Every setback has increased your spiritual endurance. You are becoming someone who can handle the blessing you prayed for, because blessings without preparation can become burdens. God is about to change your life, but He is doing it in a way that will last. Not a temporary high, not a fragile breakthrough, but a transformation rooted in purpose, peace, and stability. That is why He's been asking you to let go. Let go of control. Let go of old fears. Let go of outcomes you planned on your own. Trust does not mean understanding everything. Trust means believing even when clarity hasn't arrived yet. And today, God is reassuring you you are exactly where you need to be. Nothing has been wasted. No prayer has been ignored. No tear has fallen without meaning. The change you've been waiting for is closer than you think. But first, your spirit must be ready to receive it. And it is. Now that your heart is being prepared, God wants you to recognize something important. Change often announces itself quietly before it arrives powerfully. Many people miss their breakthrough because they are waiting for something loud, dramatic, or obvious. But God often moves in whispers before He moves in waves. One of the first signs that God is about to change your life is inner unrest. You may feel unsettled even when nothing is outwardly wrong. Things that once felt comfortable no longer satisfy you. Old routines feel empty. Old goals feel incomplete. That restlessness is not confusion, it is direction. God is shifting your desires because He is shifting your destiny. Another sign is clarity. Not full answers, but moments of insight. You begin to see situations differently. You notice patterns you once ignored. You start recognizing what no longer serves your growth. What once felt acceptable now feels heavy. What once felt normal now feels limiting. That awareness is God opening your eyes. You may also notice resistance increasing. Doubt may rise. Fear may speak louder. Old insecurities may resurface. This is not a sign that you're going backward. It's often proof that you're moving forward. When change is close, resistance tries to stop it. But remember this: fear appears loudest right before faith steps in. God is also speaking through timing. Delays that once frustrated you are now protecting you. Missed opportunities are redirecting you. Closed doors are saving you from paths that would have drained your spirit. What feels like rejection is often divine redirection. And sometimes God speaks through stillness. You may feel called to slow down, to step back, to spend more time in reflection. This is not stagnation. This is alignment. God is creating space so you can hear Him clearly. Before major changes, God often simplifies your life. Another sign is emotional release. You may find yourself unexpectedly emotional, letting go of old hurts, forgiving people you once held resentment toward, or grieving versions of yourself you've outgrown. Healing is preparation. God does not bring new chapters into unhealed hearts. And then there's confirmation. You start seeing repeated messages, words spoken at the right time, a verse, a conversation, a reminder that aligns with what your heart has been sensing, like this message right now. God uses repetition to reassure, because He knows how easy it is to doubt when we can't see the full picture. But today, God wants you to trust the process. Not every step will make sense immediately, but every step is purposeful. Change doesn't always mean everything will be easy. It means everything will be meaningful. God is not about to change your life to impress others. He's about to change your life to bring you peace, growth, and purpose. And the most important sign of all, you're still here, still believing, still hoping, still trying. That persistence is not accidental. It's evidence of divine strength working within you. So if things feel uncertain right now, take comfort in this truth. Uncertainty often precedes transformation. God is closer than you think. Your breakthrough is nearer than it feels, and your life is about to move in a direction that aligns with who you were always meant to become. Before God changes your circumstances, He changes you. This is the part of the journey many people misunderstand. They pray for external transformation, a new opportunity, a breakthrough, a restored situation. But God begins with internal alignment, because a changed life requires a prepared heart. Right now, God is reshaping how you respond to challenges. Situations that once overwhelmed you are no longer shaking you the same way. You may still feel pressure, but there is a new calm beneath it. That calm is not emotional numbness. It is spiritual maturity. God is teaching you how to trust without needing constant reassurance, how to remain steady even when answers are delayed, how to walk forward without seeing the entire path. This is growth. You are also learning discernment. You no longer chase what drains you. You no longer force connections that don't bring peace. You are beginning to value alignment over approval. That shift is powerful. God is changing your relationship with fear. Fear may still appear, but it no longer controls your decisions. You are learning that fear does not mean danger. It often means transition. And God does not call you into places where He will not sustain you. Another change happening within you is self-worth. You are starting to understand that your value does not come from productivity, validation, or comparison. Your worth is inherent, given by God, not earned through performance. This understanding changes everything. You stop over-explaining, you stop settling, you stop shrinking to make others comfortable. God is teaching you to stand fully in who you are. You may also notice that your prayers are changing. You're no longer just asking for things, you're asking for wisdom, peace, clarity, and strength. That shift shows spiritual depth. God listens closely to prayers that come from surrender. And surrender does not mean giving up. It means trusting God enough to release control. Right now, God is also strengthening your patience. Not passive waiting, but active trust, the kind that continues to move forward, even slowly, without bitterness or resentment. Patience protects your heart during transition. Because the waiting season is not empty, it is formative. You are being equipped to handle what's coming next, to maintain peace when things improve, to remain grounded when blessings arrive, to stay humble when progress becomes visible. Many people lose themselves when change comes suddenly. God is ensuring that doesn't happen to you. This is why your transformation is happening quietly, deeply, intentionally. You are becoming resilient, not rigid, faith-driven, not fear-led, rooted, not reactive. And here is something important to remember. God is not changing you to fit into the world. He is changing you so the world no longer controls you. Your perspective is expanding. Your priorities are shifting. Your spirit is strengthening. This inner work matters more than any external result. Because once your foundation is strong, nothing can shake what God builds next. As you reach this moment, understand something deeply. You are not waiting for God anymore. God is preparing you to move. The change you've been sensing is not distant, it is near, and it will unfold not through force, but through faith. God is inviting you to step forward with trust, even if your steps feel small. You do not need to have everything figured out. You only need to be willing to let go of what no longer aligns, willing to trust God's timing instead of your own, willing to believe that what's ahead is better than what's behind. You are entering a season where clarity will replace confusion, where peace will replace anxiety, where purpose will begin to feel natural instead of forced. But remember, this new season will ask something of you. It will ask you to move with faith instead of fear, to respond with patience instead of panic, to choose obedience over comfort. God does not rush transformation. He establishes it. So when change begins to appear, when opportunities open, when conversations shift, when decisions become clearer, move with humility and confidence. You do not need to prove anything. God has already qualified you. There may still be moments of doubt. That is human. But doubt does not cancel faith. It simply invites you to lean deeper into trust. When fear speaks, return to what God has already carried you through. You are stronger now, wiser now, more grounded than before. And most importantly, you are not alone. God walks with you into every new chapter. He does not send you ahead unprepared. Every lesson, every delay, every moment of waiting has been purposeful. Your past did not disqualify you. Your struggles did not weaken you. Your waiting did not waste you. It refined you. So as you move forward, move gently, move prayerfully, move with confidence that God is guiding each step, even when the path feels unfamiliar. Do not compare your journey to others. Your timing is intentional. Your path is unique. Your growth is unfolding exactly as it should. And if you ever feel unsure again, remember this moment. Remember that God reached you when you needed reassurance. Remember that faith carried you through uncertainty before, and it will do so again. If this message found you today, take it as confirmation that change is already in motion. Not rushed, not forced, but divinely guided. Stay open, stay faithful, stay patient, because the life God is shaping for you will not just look different, it will feel peaceful. And that peace is how you will know God has changed your life.